She said, but I will do something. I was like, what? As I was talking, she called her maid and asked them to bring me tea. And then I drank the tea, and she said that I'm going to have to lick her kpekus. I was like, lick your kpekus?
Old woman.
Yes. She said I should lick her kpekus. That if I lick her kpekus, that she's going to give me 500,000 immediately. And then she brought in wine, and she undressed. She was totally naked, and she was lying on the bed. And she started pouring the wine on her kpekus, and she was telling me to be licking it.
Jesus.
So.
And you were doing it?
That was. I needed to survive.
I have someone here with me. He has a story to tell me, so I wish to share it with my audience. If you have anything, any suggestion on this case, please always drop it in the comment section. Because this guy, he has messed himself up. So he's just seeking for advice and solution. So, and I pray that we'll come up with a good one. Please, I want you to narrate to my audience what you just told me.
It all started when I got into school. My parents were not financially buoyant. My dad just retired, and my mom was doing petty business. Things were very, very difficult when I got into school for them. They were not having the best time of their life. And me as a guy now, I was trying to survive. So I had so many classmates, and I made friends with some of them. Some of them were doing Yahoo. Actually, one guy, I told him to teach me Yahoo. He taught me Yahoo, but it was not paying as it ought to. He was always spending, and I would ask him for money. He would not give me. I would tell him, guy, I beg, see this thing, see this project I want to pay for this and that. I beg, help me, just borrow me. He will not. He would not spend any dime on any person. The only thing he does is he takes us out to drink and maybe have a good time. But to give you money, it's always a problem with him. And after so much persisting, after asking him over and over again, he said, okay, let me introduce you to something. And I was like, what is that? He said, first of all, follow me to this party. I was like, which party? Which kind of party be that? What thing they do? Is it our normal party because we used to house party in school, or we go to a friend's house? Is it that kind of party? He said, this one is special. I say, And then reluctantly, I followed him to the party that night. We went to his house first. He said he gave me some of his clothes because I did not have good clothes back then to wear. So he gave me some of his clothes to wear. And then he drove me down to this place. It was a very, very beautiful estate. And the houses there, they were top notch. I was like, And I started getting this inner fright, like, what is going on? This place looks quiet, and I was having doubt. I was like, this guy wants me for money, but anything happen, I will just try find a way to escape. I was even mapping out the road or the route in case anything happens from so that I can flee from this scene. And then we got into the place, and lo and behold, I saw young guys with older women. The women I'm talking about should be in their 50s upward. Matured women. They were smoking, drinking, loud music was playing in the background.
Grandmama them?
Yes, grandmama them. They were drinking, smoking, and I was like, guy, what did happen here now? Where small girls? Where the And then it was like, because I love talking to girls, especially young girls, and like, forget all those girls. All those girls don't give you money, they don't pay you now. Now you go to spend for woman. When woman says spend for you, and I was like, oh, wait, tonight you carry me come here, come do. And then he was trying to open up, feel free. And then drinks started going around, and I drank. And then there was this special calabash that they brought with red wine. I was like, which kind thing?
A red wine inside a calabash.
Inside the calabash, yes.
Hey.
And I was like, which kind thing? So I passed. I did not drink. And my friend just walked down to me. I was like, guy, free up. This is part of the fun. Anything they bring, just they free. And he says, if you dey surprised, you go live here with 1 million naira. When I heard the money, 1 million naira, me 1 million naira was okay. I became free, and people were dancing. So I just went to the center of the room and started dancing. Immediately I started dancing, one woman just came from behind and started rubbing my body. I was like, I was uncomfortable, and she was like, chill. And I remembered what my friend says, 1 million naira. I was like, maybe now this woman go give me the 1 million naira. So I flowed. And after everything, after the whole party and everything, as I was about to leave, I was feeling like even the 1 million naira, I never see nobody done. So this woman just gave me a card. She told me, I like you and I want you to come to my house tomorrow by 4. And I was like, okay, 4 in the afternoon. She was like, yes. And I showed my friend the card. He said, go now, go. He encouraged me. He said he can even drop me there. And so in the next day, by 2, my friend was already in my house. Ordering me. He brought clothes for me to wear, except for me. I was like, guy, you never do this thing for me before. Which one? He said, this thing is going to change my life. So all those beggy I dey beg around, I go stop them. I like, And then by 2:30, we were already on the road. When I got to the woman's house, oh God, the house was so beautiful. Like, wow. And then I got inside, and then she said, first of all, she called her driver that we should go to an hair salon to get my hair cut, because my hair was not looking tidy. And then we got my hair cut, and from getting my hair cut, she said she wanted to visit the massage salon. And then she visited, and then she had me. She did a massage, and she asked them to massage me also. I was like, And then from there, she took me to a boutique to get clothes. I was like, in my mind, I was like, waiting they happen. And she asked me to go home and come the next day. I was like, okay, ma. I was very, very grateful to her. I almost knelt down to tell her thank you. I was so happy. And when I got home, I showed my friend, and he said, nothing happened. She just did it. I said, yes. And she's like, I tell you, just a fear. I was like, sometimes somebody has to be cautious now. And then he said, leave all those things. And then the next day I visited. Now without my friend was not there. I just went there alone. Getting there, we talked. I went the same time I went the previous day. So by 4 I was there. So we talked all up to 8. I told her I was going, and she said, no, I don't have to go. That I should sleep back. I said, And then she invited me to her room. She said, this parlor is looking too dry, that I should come to her room, that she has something for me. And then when I got to her room, she said the weather was too hot, so she removed her top. It was only her bra that was, and as her skirts.
An old woman?
Yes, an old woman. Yes. It was only her bra. And she started talking about, asking me about school. I was telling her all the things I'm facing, not being able to pay for that term, that semester, and not being able to get books and handouts. And then she was like, she can solve all that. And immediately I had this peace of mind, because I was bothered. I was bothered about those things. So I had this peace of mind. And She said, but I will do something. I was like, what? As I was talking, she called her maid and asked them to bring me tea. And then I drank the tea, and she said that I'm going to have to lick her kpekus. I was like, lick your kpekus?
Old woman.
Yes. She said I should lick her kpekus. That if I lick her kpekus, that she's going to give me 500,000 immediately. I said, You see, the 500,000 can settle some of those things. I was like, And then
grandma kpekus that you should be licking it.
Yes.
Hey. Oh, wow. All this sugar boy now they see something.
And then she brought in wine, and she undressed. She was totally naked, and she was lying on the bed. And she started pouring the wine on her kpekus, and she was telling me to be licking it.
Jesus.
So.
And you were doing it?
That was. I needed to survive. I needed to survive. I needed to make money. That was what life pushed me into.
Jesus.
It was never my intention. It was not something I would have done on a normal day, but because I needed the money, so I started licking it while she was pouring the wine. She poured, I was licking, and she was feeling excited. And she even what's this thing when water comes and squirts on me in the process.
And you be licking it.
And I would lick, and I would lick it too, and I would lick it too, and I was licking it, and after. Immediately I was done. Immediately she had experienced her orgasm and the rest. She immediately transferred the money to me into my account immediately. I was shocked, and then she was like, "This one is small. That if I come the next day, that she's going to double it." And then I was happy. I went back home. My other friends was asking, this one you are spending, because I took them out. I said, this one you are spending? I told them that it's one sugar mommy I just found. I explained I did not explain some part to them, but I told them that I was knacking her. Why I'm not knacking her? I was actually licking because I was cleaning the plate. So I was spending. So the next day I went. She did the same thing. Gave me tea, and then I licked the pizza, and she doubled. What kind of tea
is that?
The tea is brown in color. Does
it charge you up or what?
Yes, I think it makes me excited or something like that. But later on, I found out something about it.
Okay,
continue. But I will come to that. So I would do all that, and then she would give me money. So one day I called her that, Mama, I have this business, so I want to venture into that. All this money that I'm getting, I'm just saving it in the bank. I want to use it and start it. And she warned me. She said, if you try it, she said she want to be the one that is financing my life. That if I try to start any investment or business that will fetch me money, that she will see what she will do to me. That it will not even last. I was like, what is wrong with this woman? And I ignored her. I called her like, I beg, because I said so. I'm going to start it nonetheless. So I started the business. I went to the market. I went to a friend of mine who's into a boutique, and then he helped me to secure a place, and then all the clothes that I was going to sell. And then I had a sales girl. 4 days later, after starting, not quite long, I just received an emergency call. My heart was skipping. I was like, the girl was shouting, hello, Oga. I was like, what is going on? He said, shop don't burn. Shop don't burn.
The shop be open 4 days.
4 days. He said, the shop don't burn. I said, I manage. And then he said, I don't understand. And because I have neighbors, so I called the shop, my neighbors. I said, what thing happened?
And the shop, no, the fire no touch your neighbor's own.
I'm coming to that. I say, I hear say our shop burn. She say, no, not only your shop. I was like, only my shop? I manage. Only my shop? I went there and lo and behold, everything was to the ground. I was very angry. I blamed the sales guys and I actually got her arrested. But then after a while, I had to let it go. And so after a while, I started another furniture business. I started where I get somebody to supply me furniture and then I sell. Okay. And the same thing happened.
Hey.
The same thing happened. And I was getting frustrated. Then one day she just, I don't want to call her name, the mama, she just called me. She called me and she told me that all the things I've been doing that she knows. I'm like, what do you know? She said all the business I've been starting, that she's aware of them, and that it will not prosper if I don't stop. That she's the one that is going to take care of me, that my everything, and that I should come to her house that day. I said, I was like, how did she know? And then I went to her house, and lo and behold, there was a brand new terrible Toyota car. And I was like, she said, this is your own. You see, I was like, I was shocked at first, but now I was happy. And she was like, this is your own. Only promise me that you will not run any business. I'll be providing all your need. And then I was like, thank you, ma. And she was like, and to prove that I can supply anything you want, any lifestyle you want, I'm going to take you to a new apartment that I just furnished for you. I'm like, wow. And then she took me to this new apartment, and it was very, very beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful apartments that I've ever lived in. And it was well furnished. There was TV, deep freezer, anything a student would ever want. Everything was already there. But something started happening to my mom, especially from the village. She would call me. She would say, my son, send me money, I'm not feeling fine. And I would send her money. But she kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And whenever I send her money, she kept getting worse. And then she called me and said, my son, what are you doing in Lagos? I'm like, I'm schooling now, Mama. He said, you are sending me money, this big money. But anytime I go to the hospital and use that money, I come back worse.
Hey.
I was like, he said, are you doing ritual? I like, Mama, you don't know your son. I cannot do ritual now. She eventually stopped asking me for money. If I send her money, she will not use it. My younger ones, because I'm the first, but my younger ones will say, Mama did not use your money. Mama, in short, Mama went and donate your money to the church or to the orphanage home, or just give your money out. She's not touching your money. I'm like, why? And things started getting worse for me. And there was this girl that I was admiring. She used to pass the front of my street, and I was always admiring her. So one day I called her and started talking, and maybe because of I had money, and because she immediately agreed to dating me. So we started dating, and one day I just received a call from this mama. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm at home at the moment. I'm eating, because I was eating then. He said, you are dating somebody. I'm like, yes, I'm not going to marry you now. You are close to 60 years old. How would are you the one that's going to have my kids? You cannot even born. You are old. You are too old for me. She said that one is my concern. That if I try anything with any woman, if I sleep with any woman, that I can be spending for her. She's not her concern. But if I sleep with her, that I'm going to die. that I'm going to die, that I'm ours alone. I'm like, You see, it is only her that I can knock. I was like, only you I can knock. You see, I belong to her alone.
Hey.
And I was like, I called the call because I was angry. I was like, what is wrong with this mama? And me and the girl, we started dating. I took her out. We went to different places. We enjoyed ourselves. And then that particular night, I slept with her. And since I slept with her, my bola has not rise again. It has not stand again. Anytime I get excited in my mind, but nothing reflects down there. I'll be like, what is going on? I started watching even these nude videos, and nothing happened. I tried. I went to the hospital. Doctor said I'm fine, that there's nothing wrong with me, but I'm not experiencing anything down there. And then when I visit
so once you just knock the girl finish, your bola no stand again.
Once my bola did not stand again. Since then I've been looking for medications, all this agbo, drinking them, all this manpower. I've been drinking different.
It's not working.
None of them worked. And then when I visited Mama, she brought something out, and then she said, this thing is what is holding my destiny.
Jesus.
This is what is holding my destiny. And he brought another thing out, that this is what is holding my bola. That since I break our vow, that I knock another girl, that it will never be well with me. That it will not, my bola will not stand. That nothing I put my hand will work.
Hey.
And then
Jesus.
I felt very bad. I was like, I wanted to fight with her but she had a bodyguard there, one of her bodyguards. So they pushed me back, and I left. So one day I went back to her, and I was begging her because I needed to be free. I pleaded with her. She said I will never be free. That except I will never knock any other woman. I will never have a child. I will always be with her till the day she dies. That was when I knew that I had to be free. I started making inquiry about her. I went to my friend that introduced me, and then my friend told me that is the rule. That is the rule. So
that your friend fully accepted to be doing that kind of a thing for the rest of his life?
That's what I found out, that's the life he's living.
Because of money.
Just because of money. And he will spend lavishly on women, but he said he has never knocked any other girl apart from the grandmama is knocking. Even the one is with, is even older than the one I was with.
All this because of money. Then all these young guys, they calm down. A house is not built in a day. I don't know what you'll be looking for in the life of a woman that is old enough to be your grandmother. She will open kpekus, you go put mouth. They do what there? Jesus. Honestly, things they happen, no? Things they really, really happen. So as you did like this now, she don't carry your destiny. She don't carry your bola, no generation again. So what do you intend doing now?
So I intend I'm looking for help. I don't know.
Is your parents aware of this?
My parents are not aware. My mom and dad, the last time they called me, my mom was asking, when is she going to have a grandchild? When am I going to bring a wife to them? And I keep telling them the same thing. Mama is work. Mama is this. Mama, I'm not ready yet. And she's like, but you used to send me money. Even those money, I used to give it to pastor. So pastor will pray for you. And I was like, Mama, I'm not ready yet. And they keep disturbing me. And they don't have any idea of what is going on with me.
So now, where are you presently? Like, are you still in that house that she rented for you?
I'm still there, but I'm planning on moving out because right now even the money
Even
that
the money she gave
she
you
gave
is
me
useless.
is useless. There's
As
no
today,
money
like,
on me.
Jesus Christ.
Planning on moving out.
Have you visited any church?
That is
What
that
about reporting her?
putting out to
At least if it's a police station, but this thing is a
the,
spiritual
the police will
case.
not. I went to the police. The police just laughed that this is not their concern. That I should get out from there. That when I was enjoying the money, that I did not know the repercussion.
Wow.
So the police chased me out,
We
and
need a strong man of God, though.
so
We need a strong man of God. Guys, please, if you have any strong man of God that you know, there is this one that you guys suggested for me in one video like that, one name like that. There is this guy that mentioned about young prophet or so. Please, I need that guy's number if he can settle his case. And I'll also try. There is this lady I will take to a prayer house tomorrow. You used to hear of this Zion ministry in Lagos.
yes.
So let's go and try that place. Then guys, if you have any other place, because that place is so crowded that we might not see someone immediately. We might not meet the man of God in person that very day. But if you have any good prophet or any good pastor that you can refer us, guys, so many things are going on. Please refer us. Let us know how to help this guy. Honestly, he has passed through a lot, and it's because of money that you're doing to the look at now. You are not even a man again. Your bola no dey stand. Your destiny is already shattered. Any investment you make with the money, the thing will catch fire or it will not stand. Everything will just dey crash about you. Please guys, always don't rush this life, especially this upcoming youth that their eyes don open. Once the person don reach 15 years, money go. Na to carry iPhone 9 dey your brain. Na to carry iPhone 9 you don already dey think how to drive Benz. And wetin dey trend now, some of them will go and commit ritual. 17 years 18 years old people, they will go and be committing ritual just to drive Benz. All those things, their repercussion no be here. Please be guided, learn from him. And also, if you have any suggestion regards to his case, always put it in the comment section, and don't forget to share this video.